want to say, welcome everybody. And I'm thrilled that we organized this in a very short period of time, and all of you can make yourself available. I'm so happy that this morning we have people from everybody that is the movers and shakers in the Chinese business, trading, Canada trading gurus in here. So it's really good. We have people from Hong Kong. We have people from Macau. Actually, the person from Macau, I've invited her. She cannot be here because she's already in China. I have people from all parts in mainland China. Shanghai, of course. Jiangsu, of course. Jiangsu is the twin city for Ontario. And we also have from Zhejiang, from Sichuan. We also have people from Taiwan. We have people that is great from Hong Kong. So all walks, everybody that we covered here. All we want to do is we just want to tell everybody that we are open for business, right, Donna?
That's right.
Let me introduce, together with me is my colleague, Donna Skelly. Donna Skelly is the parliamentary assistant in the Ministry of Economic Development and Trade. And Minister Todd Smith I think he's here, but
he is here.
Just downstairs,
yes.
Get caught up by talking to somebody. But I will let Minister Todd Smith to bring the opening message later on. And all I have to say is welcome everybody. And today I'm so proud to have this event right at Haiba. And people ask me, why do I choose Haiba? Haiba is the star in Richmond Hill. In fact, just yesterday, they have received an award from the town of Richmond Hill. I will let Larry Hogan will be giving us more information about that. But before he starts, I just want to let everybody know that this is such a big, good company. They are very good in Canada as well as in China. They are really down to earth. That's the way that I see it. And the president and owner, right, Ian McCall, he is such a nice person, and he cares for all his employees. That's why they are chosen to be one of the 50 best managed company in Canada.
Wow.
So this is good. And he is also a director of the Canada-China Business Council. And when I was talking to some of you, you say, oh, he's also my director in my association. So it's good. I will just let Larry to introduce Haiba to us, as well as maybe he was suggesting that we can tour Haiba down later on. We're all welcome to do so, but just in case you do not have time, and make sure we get the best of Haiba in, we have that in a video.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Highbar. My name is Larry Hogan. I'm a CFO for the company. A little brief history on Highbar. Company started in 1984, so we're in our 45th year. Sales to China are a very critical component of the company's business. The company exports, on average, more than 97% of its sales outside of Canada, and in any particular year, China can make upwards of 50% of that number. So the China market is very critical for Highbar, and we invest significant resources in that market. In terms of our product lines for the company, 4 major product lines for the company. Pumps, which are automated pumps for consumer products, pharmaceutical, food, and other such markets. Automation equipment, battery manufacturing equipment, and filling systems. And I'm going to turn it over to Sasho. He's going to provide a little bit more background on the company and provide a video that everybody will see some additional information.
Well, we had a digital version.
I know. He really wants to be one of the 50 best managed companies in Canada. Very, very good. It's really true when he say that he focused in his employees, and really, I can witness that. And the visiting GM, and they say they are doing a lot of job creation. They were increasing, like right now they're hiring 300, they have 300 hired, they still have 700 vacancies. They're hiring people all the time. Job creation is really what our premier is working on, and we're so happy. We're so happy to have all the media with us as well. I am so sorry I was not able to call them any sooner. I even have Sing Tao Ming, Pao Fairchild, as well as Omni. Everybody is here, and I'm really, really thrilled. I'd like to pass the mic on to you, wireless, invisible mic, because we have all the people closely here.
Thanks, Daisy, and thanks for the great work you're doing in Richmond Hill since your election victory on June 7th. Daisy, I say Daisy Way because it sounds like a nice place to live, right? Who wouldn't want to live on Daisy Way? But it's actually Daisy Y, right? So Daisy's doing an outstanding job in our caucus. She's a very strong, vocal person advocating for her community and her province. So we really appreciate the fact that Daisy is in there. Actually, interestingly enough, and I don't know how much, Daisy, you've had a chance to talk with your seatmate about this, but Daryl Cramp, who's a former member of Parliament, was the chair of the China-Canada Committee on Parliament Hill for a number of years. So certainly there's a lot of connections that already exist between Ontario and China and the potential that we have. I want to thank Donna too, Donna Skelly, one of my new parliamentary assistants, for the work that she's been doing on this file over the last 4 months. She's been very, very busy holding these types of roundtables, and it's really important for us as a new government here in Ontario to hear from you, because you're the ones that have your feet on the ground, and you're the ones that are dealing with the various barriers that currently exist in Ontario, and those are the barriers that we want to knock down so that we can grow business and grow jobs in Ontario and make sure that the flow of import, export from China to Ontario in particular is able to flow with ease, and that we can all benefit from that. And certainly we want Ontario to benefit from that. So as you probably know, I've been in this file for about 3 days now, and just getting up to speed. There's a lot to digest. There's a lot of interesting things, though, that we as a new government have already started to do in Ontario to make Ontario open for business. And the one thing I will say about Premier Ford and our team is that we don't dilly-dally. We don't sit around and twiddle our thumbs in a corner waiting for things to happen. We're actually going out and trying to make things happen. So we've hit the ground running at full speed and have started to make Ontario open for business. I hope that as the roundtable continues, we'll start to hear some of those stories about how legislation that we've already started to put in place, such as eliminating the cap and trade here in Ontario, and starting to tackle that elephant in the room, which is the high cost of electricity and how we can bring electricity prices down to be more competitive again, how we can deal with red tape in your industries that you're involved with, your businesses, so that we can ensure we can get your products to market as quickly as possible and ensure that you're as competitive as you possibly can be. Because if you are as competitive as you can be, that means you're going to grow. You're going to create jobs here in Ontario, and that's what the Ministry of Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade is all about, is growing those opportunities here in Ontario and growing those opportunities for the companies here in Ontario around the world. So Donna has heard a lot of these stories at roundtables right across Ontario over the last 4 months, and we're really interested to hear what you have to say. We're really interested as well, and I'm sure Donna will bring up the question as we begin this morning. You know, what does the new USMCA mean for companies here in dealing with the United States and Mexico, our longtime trading partners and friends? What does that deal mean to you? I know there are certain implications that are a bit scary for us when it comes to giving up our sovereignty in dealing with China, for instance, when it comes to auto manufacturing, and there are some concerns that we have there. So we would love to hear your thoughts on that. But thank you for the investment that you've made here in Ontario, particularly in the Richmond Hill area, in York region, and ensuring that we have a really, really great opportunity here to grow. We want to help you. We want to partner with you. I know Highbar is already partnered with my ministry on a number of different projects, and we look forward to continuing on with those relationships and ensuring that Highbar is a success story, which it already is here in Ontario, and that success continues. So without further ado, thanks for the invitation. I'm really glad, Daisy, that I could be here today and participate with you. Okay.
If it's okay with you, I'm going to sit through the rest of the meeting. My name is Donna Skelly, and I am the parliamentary assistant, and I've been to the new minister. And thank you, Minister, for being here, and Daisy for hosting this event. This is an important part
Thank you, Highbar.
and thank you, Highbar, exactly, Larry, for doing this morning, for hosting this event. We have been holding meetings such as this across Ontario, and our intent is to hear from stakeholders on how we can grow this economy and how we can make you as successful as possible. And some of the areas that we've been talking about, the minister has already addressed, high hydro rates and red tape. It's so important to our premier that he has actually designated his own deputy minister in charge of red tape. And you will be hearing more from our government about how we are going to be eliminating pieces of red tape that really are unnecessary and are simply a barrier in making this province the economic engine that we want it to be, once again, the economic engine of this country. Things that I would like you to address as we move through the morning session. Your response on Bill 47 and the repealing of Bill 148, how is that impacting your businesses? And what are you hearing from your business communities, whether it's something that they appreciate or something that they are struggling with? And of course, what we can do to better improve relations and strengthen the economic ties with China. So I'd like to begin by asking each and every one of you, perhaps if we could go around the table, just to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your business.
Sorry, we did not have the microphone, so if you don't mind, just one of us will speak up a little bit.
I'm Kevin Oyan. I'm president of ACCD, the Association of Chinese Canadian Entrepreneurs. We're a national Chinese group made up of mostly SMEs, business owners. Actually, Highbar is one of our members and recent award winners. Our members actually is based in the broad base of industries, from manufacturing to service to retail. So our members we have over 2,000 business members, with majority being on Ontario, some in BC, and others are also in Canada. So thank you.
Is from the city of Toronto. You keep on promoting, getting promoted. I forgot your newest title now. She is the one that helped Mayor Prince Deputy getting.
Honorable Minister Bob Smith. My name is Philip Ying, President of TMAT, aka Taiwanese Chamber of Commerce of Toronto, GTA. TMAT is a non-profit organization founded in 1995 and been always dedicated to the vision of facilitating our membership interaction with other Chamber of Commerce and other community associations. We give ourselves the mission to promote the smooth integration of all Taiwanese into mainstream Canadian society. We also help build strong economic, cultural, and trade between Canada and the Asia-Pacific region, particularly Taiwan, Hong Kong, and China. TMAT is totally committed to the objective of strengthening the friendship and relation between Canadians and Taiwanese, as well as to contribute meaningfully to peaceful development through better and stronger trade, and to increase better understanding between all people. Because only with more trade, so that we can create more jobs in Canada and Taiwan.
It's a non-profit organization dedicated to promoting real estate development and investment in Canada and China. It's a home for hundreds of companies from real estate and related industry, with over 6,000 professional members. Most members from China. Okay, so right now everybody talk about the China International Import Expo in Shanghai. But who knows, 2 weeks ago, locally in Canada, in Richmond Hill, our CCRP also organized another expo. Who knows? Okay. We called Canada-China Real Estate and Home Expo. Within 3 days, we attract over 3,000 real estate professionals and 25 homeowners to visit our expo. 25,000 homeowners. Okay, very, very successful event. So, from our real estate perspective, the biggest concern is the 15% we called foreign buyer tax put 2 years ago by previous government. We called non-residence speculation tax. So I hope our new government can review and rethink about it, because our Ontario it's open for business. So the money we need to attract and utilize more funds from outside Ontario and Canada, not only from China and also from US, Europe. So I hope our honorable Minister Todd review and rethink about this policy. And we can also work with you. We can collect more information from our perspective, our industry, to rethink about this policy. 15% foreign buyer tax really blocking our real estate industry and our economy. Okay.
From IBAR's perspective, and